into my video. This one, of course, is going to be about, as the title says, it's movies that I think are a little bit underrated and underappreciated that are horror. Some of you guys may not fully agree with me. Some of you guys may. This is just how I see it. If you want to, please do a video response. I would love to see what you guys have to say about like some different horror movies that you think are underappreciated or underrated. Let's start this off. First one is The Vineyard. This is the Anchor Bay release. I think this is the only release out in America that I've seen of this one. It's closest to widescreen, of course, but it's very weird. It has what's his name? James Hong from Blade Runner and Chinatown. I guess he co-wrote, co-directed, and stars in this movie. I didn't even know that actually until I finally read the back of this, because I got this for like $2 or $3 off half.com. But it's basically like this Chinese scientist guy who makes up the stuff to keep him alive. Well, he needs young people to do it, and it's just weird. It's kind of gross at times. It's dealing with bugs and everything. But overall, it's a damn good movie. If you guys get a chance to check this out, I'm not sure if it's out of print, but no matter what, I think you can get it for fairly cheap. So go on Amazon or half.com. I think you can get it for fairly cheap though, but definitely something to check out. Next one is, it's a collaboration, but it's Two Evil Eyes. Dario Argento and George Romero did films in this. And let's see, Romero's is called The Facts in the Case of Mr. Valdemar, and of course Dario Argento's is the Black Cat. He does an amazing job with his Black Cat. In my opinion, he does. I actually remember this one from a long time ago. I remember seeing this a million times, but I never knew the name of it. I never knew that it was called Two Evil Eyes. And then it came out at Best Buy, and I kept looking over it, and then I didn't find it anywhere. Once they sold out, you know, because it's limited to 30,000. I've got 3,004. That's my number. It has Tom Atkins is in here. Martin Balsam, and then let's see. And then the guy who does special effects is, of course, Tom Savini. All I can say is, if you get a chance, you definitely check this one out. It's well worth it. It's 2 discs. Well, you can get, I think there's 2 discs and 1 disc, and they even have it on Blu-ray now for any of you Blu-ray fans. But it has a bunch of stuff, bonus stuff on the second disc. I mean, it has interviews with directors Dario Argento and George Romero, Tom Savini. I mean, you get a lot of stuff, and then you get Asia Argento is on there, and Claudio Argento's does an interview on there. I mean, it's amazing. If you get a chance to, definitely pick this one up. It's very underrated. Next one is Sinjin. Basically, it's about this company that makes these beings that are it's hard to just say just beings, but they're pretty much these mutants that are supposed to be indestructible and the ultimate warrior type thing, and it's just awesome. It has a pretty decent cast. It's a little corny at times, but that's sometimes what you get with more of a B-type film. But the Sinjinors himself was awesome, and it also has oh god, I cannot believe I always forget his name. Let's see if this is on here. David Gale, who played in The Reanimator as the guy who gets his head cut off, and then in the second movie he has the wings on his head. He plays in this, and I think this maybe one of his last films. I'm not sure, but sad that he's dead now. But definitely a good movie. That one's put out by Snaps Films. There's also a Elite Entertainment release of that as well. Next one is The Signal. this is a really good movie. Very underrated. It's basically about this like signal that's going through like TVs and all that stuff. It's causing people to like kind of hallucinate and go crazy and kill other people. It blew me away how good it was and how crazy it was. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it has like that what do you call it, like 3D, I can't think of the name right now. Yeah, definitely a cool movie if you get a chance to check that one out. Next one is Pumpkinhead. Awesome movie, very underrated in my opinion. I noticed though, with kind of nowadays, like probably in the past year or so, it's kind of gotten a little bit better of a following than what it had before, because I think of this release of it, which is a better release. Even though the other one did have a lot to it, just awesome. Special effects was amazing. Pumpkinhead's awesome. Bottom line, very underrated though. Next one is I just get irritated with it. It says George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, even though it is Tom Savini's version. So technically it should be Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead, because it's kind of his take on it, which it isn't too much different. It's more gorier, but it's people don't really show this one as much respect as they should, in my opinion. It's just it's a little more graphic, even though the original black and white was amazing too. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I just think not too many people give it as much credit as it should get. I mean, granted it's a remake and I'm not a big fan of remakes, but it still was an amazing movie. Next one is Night of Demons 2. People say this one's not as good as the first, which actually in ways I like this one a little more. I think it could be the whole thing where they play Morbid Angel, God of Emptiness song, and she's like dancing around like in this room and shit. It's pretty badass. What's her name? Angela, I think it is. But it's cool that she comes back in this, and I just love it. Next one is Night of the Comet, which I think I did a review for on the DVD Fiends. Badass movie. A lot of people just kind of look over it. It's more like a sci-fi horror film. It's about this comet that comes over, and pretty much anyone who's seen it turned into dust or got affected by it, and they're kind of like zombie type things. And there's only a few people left in the world. And yeah, it's just really cool. Really cool. If you get a chance to check it out. Next one is Nightbreed. Awesome movie. Another one that I see is, I don't hear too many people talk about it. It's seriously one of Clive Barker's best films he ever directed. I mean, granted, I love Hellraiser, but Nightbreed really deserves a little more respect and a little bit more praise, in my opinion. If you want to know more about it, look up the trailer, or I think someone did a review for this. It was actually Mr. Parker did a review for this, and I believe our first week of the DVD Fiends. So definitely go and check out his review. He'll be able to explain it to you really well. Next one is John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. Love this movie. Once again, another underappreciated one. It's just amazing how good this one was. It has what's his name? Sam Neill from Jurassic Park in it. He does an amazing job at this. It's basically about this writer who is missing, and Sam Neill's character is hired to take and go and find him, and he goes to this place called Hobbs End. He starts reading the guy's books and everything, and he has these weird nightmares and everything, and people are, and I don't know, it's basically way to put it, it's a mindfuck of a movie, but awesome. Very, very cool. There's the disc. Unfortunately, I think when my dad originally bought this a few years back, it was double-sided, which sucked, because it was double-sided.